what Letty them are doing in LA with the brown bag.
Brown bag is the best
Listen here, Brown Bag Pod.
We're back. Brown Bag Podcast, yeah. We're on, me and Letty are in comfy clothes, and then there's Vic.
Yes, welcome. Welcome to the podcast.
Jared's like a douche.
Didn't see you there.
Why are you dressed like this? Is Little Vic's graduation today?
Yeah, I just came from the
Shout out Little Vic, man.
Shout out Little
Congratulations, Little Vic.
Shout out
Eighth grade?
to fifth grade.
Fifth grade. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Going into junior high.
Yes.
Wow. Promotion. It's called the promotion?
It's called culmination.
Culmination.
So 8th grade is promotion, and then
Graduation.
is, high school. Or
Culmination.
College.
What songs did he sing?
You know what they sang? In the night, stand by me.
Oh, that's nice.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really nice.
What
Yeah.
you guys sing? Do you guys remember you guys sing for your 5th grade thing?
Yeah, I do, but I don't want to tell you.
Why?
Because you
Why?
won't know. One, you won't know what it is. Two, you're going to be like, oh my God, you're a dinosaur.
Vitamin C.
No. Oh, before that, brother.
What'd you sing?
Curtis Blow.
Curtis.
What a dick!
Would it be? I don't think that would be the genre.
Curtis. My name is Curtis, and I'm here to say.
No.
We sang Fireworks by Katy Perry for my
nice.
5th
So
grade graduation.
fucking young,
Fifth
bro.
grade?
Yeah, 5th grade graduation.
What about you, Victor?
I'm trying to remember. I feel like it was damn. I don't know. I feel like it was like a country song. I don't know, like
And I'm proud to be an
American.
American.
Yeah, I think it was that one.
Oh, you sang
Because
that?
we're the
Oh,
Carpenter
Jesus Christ.
Patriots.
Oh, probably.
The Carpenter
Yeah.
Patriots. I'm proud to. Damn, you unlocked the memory with that. Well, at least I know I'm free. Well, I don't know if we should be singing that right now, but no, yeah, like I think that was my 5th grade song.
Yeah,
For sure.
I sang Fireworks, and then right before, like a month before our graduation, they try to like switch it up to where like, oh, what's the called? Where we sang it like our own version, where we added like like I love to do homework and shit like that, and nobody could get
like
it down.
changing the words of the
Yeah,
song.
and then they were just like, I'll just go with the regular
Just
shit.
go with
Go
the
with the
regular
regular.
shit.
And that was like the first, like, because it was about Katy Perry coming out, kind of. The song was like very like
Coming out
LGBT.
of what?
Yeah, like the song was
It
very
was,
like.
it was a song
Katy
people
Perry's
comfortable
lesbian?
about
Yeah,
coming out.
people
No.
being comfortable.
No, I think it was about people being comfortable coming out. It was for the
She's not
LGBT
lesbian.
She's not.
community, but she's not.
She just kissed a girl one time and liked it. That's
And
all.
like, yeah, it doesn't mean
She was
kept
Orlando
doing it.
Bloom or one of those fools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that shit was dope.
She was gym class hero, bro.
But that shit was dope.
Yes, Travis McCoy.
That shit was cool. We did the whole graduation. It was dope.
Which one was yours?
It's by Celine Dion. It's called Because You Loved Me. See? Oh, pop.
Because you love me.
How does it go?
Because you love me.
Because you love me.
No.
No?
No, not like that.
It was an acapella.
But it's kind of
Because
like
you love
I'm the way I am because you love me. Like I'm.
Oh,
I
okay.
That's so nice.
guess-
But it is crazy because my nephew did his little going to 4th grade type thing.
Yeah.
And he was singing a song and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I'm guessing it's like the whole.
Oh, I've heard this song.
Your song is way better. This is way better than
Hey.
Fireworks by Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that was a sick ass love song.
Banger.
Oh, but that was like
To your parents,
like R&B, like you get nasty with that shit right there.
Yeah.
How was it though? It was good.
It was good. Yeah, it was.
You got
it
a
was good.
wedgie or what?
No. I just want to show everybody I'm skinny now.
All right.
Just so they could see.
Yeah, you do look good in
The
white.
shirt is kind of see-through, so
What does I'm skinny now mean to you?
I gain weight, but not in my stomach.
Oh, and
Where?
the buffness. Let me see. I feel it.
He's flexing. If you
Chill,
didn't know.
you're gonna rip the shirt.
I
You're
know,
gonna
I
rip
know.
the shirt.
Chill out. Juan's not gonna let me come to the pot anymore.
I gotta be careful.
Chill.
Yeah.
You've also gained
All right.
other things like ink.
All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Letty, okay. Can we put a timer and let we have 1 minute
Okay, hold on 1
to
second.
get everything out of our system?
Vic has had 0 tats. He's never had a
A
tat in his
virgin.
life.
He's a virgin.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is
What
your
now?
first tat?
Virgin skin. Yeah.
First tat. Only tat, probably.
I was
Yeah,
trying to
only
know
tat.
Because he was
before we
saying
started
like,
recording.
what if I never get another tat? Because it like the more tats you get, the least meaning they become like they have.
Yeah.
So it's
Very
just like
true.
boom, that one tat
Very true.
says a lot.
And you know what, Vic, I could admire you doing your first tattoo at the age of 30 something, because
It's kind of crazy when you say
because
it.
now like when I look at my hand sometimes, I'm like,
You should have thought something out.
I'm like,
Yeah.
but I don't like, and a lot of them have have a lot to do with like I have the DoKnows where all my homies resting in peace. But there is some that I wish I would have like saved to when I'm older, maybe add them somewhere else where I have more room and stuff like that. So with my left leg, I'm being very careful. I want to get like a bunch of projects done on my left leg and make it look real nice.
That's smart because it currently says I need a BBW.
Yes, on the top. I need a BBWN. I need a bad bitch with needs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the N kind of like scribbled out, so it just looks like BBW.
Yes.
It's pretty funny. So I would be very selective with that, like, too. Yes. But no, to your point, DoKnow, I always like, my dad had tats, right? So, like, now he's not like super tatted, but he had a bunch. And so I was like, okay, like, you know, I knew I wanted to get some at some point. But to DoKnow's point, I was like, I don't want to be like super young and then get some shit I regret.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to be old and get some shit I might regret. You know what I'm saying?
But you won't regret
But I won't
this,
regret
so-
this. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke.
It's
no.
an anniversary gift
Yes, it is. Yeah.
to his girl.
Yeah, so we've been together for a year, and I know people think that's crazy or whatever, but it just felt right. I can't explain, like, you know, why necessarily to other people. I just feel like you won't get it. You know what I'm saying? But she has held me down through a lot of things, and
Of course.
obviously I love her a lot, and we're building a family. So I know for a lot of people, it's like, what? Only after a year? But like,
And I think also like you took the model go big or go home to a whole other extreme. Like cause look, fool, it was funny because I called him about some separate shit. Like I forgot what I called you for, and then he's like, "You want to see something?" But I think he was trying to tell me to get it off easy. Like, hey, fool, we're on the phone right now. He went like this, look. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. But I think it's dope. But all my homies, all them, I saw them on Sunday. The first thing was like, fool, you saw Vic's tat? And it's funny because the guys are all like, that fool smoked out. And all the girls were like, oh. And like it's a whole separate reaction.
Yeah, different reactions. What was her reaction? How did you show it to her? Or she went with you? Or?
No, she didn't go with me. So my girl hates surprises, so it's hard to like try to do some sneaky, romantic, surprising shit because she's just gonna like wonder where the fuck I'm at. Like I can't just disappear for 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? So
for real,
I had told her like I'm gonna get this tat, you know, on Tuesday. And she's like, "You're lying. You're gonna like change your mind, or you're gonna like get busy and not be able to go." And I'm like, "No, I'm going." You know what I'm saying? And then so I think she hadn't got home from work yet, and I was just like, "Hey, I gotta go, so I won't be here when you get here." And then she's like, "Okay, like whatever you say."
Sure, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And even then, I didn't tell her what it would look like, how big it was.
Just that you were gonna get.
Just
her
that I was
name.
gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? So as the process was getting done, I was tempted to like send her like updates, but I was like, I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna just wait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I get there, and then she's just like looking at me like crazy, and she's just like she couldn't believe it. And then she's like, "What the fuck?" And then she's like, "Oh my God, I think I have a crush on you." And I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah. You did it, fool. Like.
And then I was like I don't know, I was in a bad mood that whole rest of the week because it's really painful. Like the aftercare.
I don't think you're taking care of it correctly, Vic.
I hope not. I mean, I hope I am, but I'm afraid I'm not.
I hope I'm not, so they can scrub it off.
No, sorry, that's not crazy. No, that was my number one fear.
Of like just the.
Let me see.
The upkeep. So right now it's peeling.
So you're supposed to keep it like kind of like moist a little bit. It looks good though.
Putting you know, what's it called?
Ointment.
Yeah, like the Vaseline.
That shit. I've been putting that shit like 2, 3, 4 times a day or whatever. And so I guess that's the one part of like getting your first tattoo is like learning you got this big ass shit and how you gotta like the maintenance for it, how you gotta take care of it. If I would have had a little one, I probably would have learned, you know what I'm saying, how to do it, but I'm learning in real time.
Yeah, that fool went chunky, fool.
Has anyone told you like, bro, you fucked up?
Or maybe
everybody's just afraid to tell me.
Or maybe okay.
That's my theory.
I do think you went a little too big, but I get it.
Yeah,
but,
it's as big as your love for her.
Yeah, because you know they say that getting somebody's name tatted is bad luck for a relationship.
Well, you know
that's
who
like
told me that? You know who told me that is my father.
Oh, he has
like,
my dad had my mom's name right here over his heart. And he eventually got it removed, obviously, for obvious reasons. You know,
they're not together anymore.
They're not together anymore. So you know, but it's like I didn't go into getting it blind or thinking like this isn't a risk or what if this or what if that. Like I'm willing to live, you know, with the consequences. if, you know, God forbid it doesn't work, it's just like, bro, like, I know I gave it my all, and it's not about that.
It's
You know
about
what
your
I'm saying?
intent, and that's beautiful. I can respect that. You did that out of genuine love. You really love her.
Yeah.
And I think that is that's we all know that.
Yeah.
We know you love her a lot.
Yeah. And before you guys get to all that, I'm just gonna say one real quick
There's
thing.
literally nothing else. I just wanted to say.
Oh,
we know
okay.
you love her.
Well, having a tattoo of a big tattoo that
Huge tattoo. You have a
huge
mural.
tattoo of your girl's name doesn't win you every argument.
Yeah.
I found out
Did
that
you
the
think
past
it
week.
came with powers or what?
Oh, for
Maybe.
sure.
Maybe.
Hold on. Did we do the minute of
No,
roasting
that's what I was
it?
saying before you get to that. Because I was just like, you know, getting into like, you know, not like crazy arguments, but just like, what do you mean I don't care? Look at this. And it's just like, I don't give a shit about that right now. We're talking about this. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to like
This isn't-
supersede.
Like, this is not a get out of jail free pass.
I thought that was like, will supersede,
Yeah.
you know, any mistakes.
Were
that
you
were
hoping
made.
that you could
know
cheat
what I'm
and everything be
No,
all
not
good?
cheat. No, it's not even about that.
Like,
It's just like you just
babe,
think
I know
you win
I-
every
Yeah.
argument. You know
Like,
what I'm
babe, I
saying?
know I kissed her, but this shit. You
No,
know,
not
love
that,
me
bro.
like
Not
No,
that. He's
it's
not
just
that
like
way.
normal life shit. But no.
It could be little things. It could be why you here 15 minutes after you said that you were like, bro.
Yeah.
And
shit
then you
like
just
that.
do this shit.
Lady.
And you're like, girl, because you know I was. It doesn't work. At least
Yeah.
not yet. At least not yet. Maybe
So
when it stops.
cringe,
Maybe when it
Vic.
stops feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But okay.
Yeah. Hopefully,
That was all.
hopefully like your new anthem should be lean like a cholo so everybody can see the elbows, big dog.
Yeah.
Guys ready
All right.
for
I think we get
next?
another tat right here too, just so everybody knows.
I don't think
You're
I have.
going to get another tat?
Yeah.
What?
He got the
Rosecrans.
bug. What are you gonna get?
Rosecrans.
Oh, so you're not gonna get her middle name?
No.
Rosecrans Jordan.
Okay, is that why you shaved your other arm?
Yeah. Well, it was. It was
Are
just
you
weird.
going to get another tat?
Well, I think
Yeah.
Vic. I think that's just you
Probably
being
around my
gay. You're supposed to
birthday.
shave it when
Well,
you
Oh,
get
so you
the.
just shaved it just to shave it?
yeah, because it just looked weird. Like, first of all, it was only half shaven at first because they only shaved this part.
Oh my
And
god,
I'm
you're
like
such a newbie to
I'm
tattoos. I can
super
tell.
hairy. Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
super
just
hairy.
my friends. Yes, he's super hairy. So this is my thing with your specific tat and the specific place that you put it.
Yeah.
It's low-key gonna be like in the forest within a week because your hair is gonna grow.
It's already growing back.
Yeah,
it's
it's
all
so
spiky.
I'm not understanding why you chose there.
And then Vic's weto but with really dark hair.
Really dark
Like
hair.
if you know usually fools your skin color have like light hair. Now you brother, you're an Arab.
Yeah.
So then it's gonna be half covered
Yeah, probably.
unless you keep shaving. Are you gonna keep shaving?
I haven't decided. I do
Got it.
kind of like this, but I hate extra maintenance.
Yeah, and then it's spiky and gross, and your girl's not gonna want to hug you.
It's really
prickly.
spiky. Yeah, she always complains I'm pokey.
And that's the problem of having a tattoo that, like, for when I got the 90026, obviously I was shaved here, but I didn't go. I was like, oh, I gotta make
Like
it
shave
even.
my other.
I like
That's
to be.
gay.
I like to be symmetrical. It's not gay. It's symmetrical.
I guess some would say caring about how symmetrical it is.
Yeah,
Would.
it would be gay.
Would it be the root? That's the root cause.
Have you
What
guys
are
had the
your
conversation?
thoughts? 6?
About his tattoo?
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. I wouldn't have started with, the biggest and the first tattoo on the arm, but, you love her, man. Love that for you.
I think love.
Why doesn't everybody just be fucking honest? Like, damn, bro. Because it's like that.
Has she asked what everybody else thinks?
What does your dad think?
You know what? I haven't talked to my dad about it actually. Like, it hasn't came up.
Yeah, he's probably crying still.
What does her family think?
They were tripped out. They thought it was really. They were like, "Whoa, why'd you go ahead and do that?"
Her dad was like, she's my daughter. I don't even have her name.
Yeah. No, literally. But they were like, "Wow, well, no, it looks nice though, Vic. Like, who's the tattoo artist?"
Shout out, no.
And then he's like, everybody's like, "But why so big?" They're like,
Yeah.
they had a normal reaction. Like they're cool. Like they
Does
talk
she-
shit.
does she like-
but it's all in fun.
Yeah, is it?
I don't know yet.
What do you
kidding.
think? Okay, I guess I don't know.
This is what I think.
Y'all aren't gonna be. I get it. We're joking.
I think you're gonna.
But I would just like to point out that any time any other person has got a tattoo of somebody's name, you two, specifically you, Vic, I've heard you say this
Yes,
is
he's
a
a
curse.
mad hypocrite.
This is like,
Yes.
don't do it, all of that. Like, so it's just weird to now hear you be like, yay, Hercules, he got a tat. And it's like, wait, who? Y'all are being fucking fake.
That's what I'm
But then
saying.
if I
It's
say
like-
it, then I'm the hater and I don't want to hate on it
It's
because it's really
comparison though,
tight.
Letty. It's
And like
comparison.
Jorge never got a tat about me, so
No.
what? Like who? Like I'm hating from outside the club. You know what I'm
Letty,
saying?
I'm no cap. I'm being bad fake. I'm so fake right now.
Like,
I'm the fakest motherfucker ever.
Vic,
You don't have to be fake. This brown bag.
look at your arm.
No.
Your arm compared to DoKnow's area code is the same size. So you love Jordan as much as DoKnow loves his area.
It's true. He does. He does.
Well, at least that one loves you back. The city sometimes don't love you, big dog.
I feel you, dog.
But like, okay, let's compare. Let's like match my tattoos with Vic's, okay?
Okay.
I feel like that's fair, so we could have a conversation. Okay, I have Smile Not Cry Later. I think yeah. I have the.
You know what is a trip to me too? And
You love
and-
Jordan as much as I love the Dodgers.
More. That's bigger. It's bigger than the Dodgers hat.
It is bigger than Dodger tat. I love
It's
the
like
Dodgers.
as big as your Smile Not Cry Later. And then you gotta explain to me the Sacred Heart that you have on it.
Oh yeah, it's badass, right?
That's not what explaining means.
It's
So
it's
here's where I'm
religious.
tripping.
It's religious.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like Catholic shit. You know?
But she's Christian.
No, she's
No,
Catholic.
she's Catholic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But like,
Irish,
I feel
Irish,
like if
Irish.
you have a tat, bro, it has to mean something to you.
It does.
You just said it's badass, right? Like I feel like when I think of religion and catechism or like rosary or a sacred heart, I don't think of you. Respectfully, todo respeto.
I've been going to church all year.
Have you
No joke.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, you know
I
what?
don't
not
like
mad
talk
at it.
about
I'm
it or
not mad
post.
at it.
You know,
You
but
know
like,
what it is for the
then
homie
I-
But I
guys
think
first.
you would even feel it in somebody.
I
And
know.
maybe that does mean a lot to you. I
does.
guess,
Okay,
but just looking at it, it feels like
yeah.
you went to Venice Beach and you're like, all right, let me see the book. All right, let's put that here. Like, let's put the
No.
cowboy star here. And then let's
Yeah, you
put
got the white
No,
boy
you know what's
tat.
funny? Yeah, no, I didn't even want it on my elbow necessarily. I was thinking of having it here, but me and shout out Herschel, we were like, okay, maybe put it here. And then even like, I had like a reference photo of like, I wanted to be a rosary. I think that's important, like prayer.
The chrome
And
heart
then-
shit is cold. That's just
And then
cold.
the chrome heart, this means something too, because Jordan gave this to me. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Nice.
That one's
it's
valid.
like a, you know, it's a meaning behind it because it was a normal cross, and I'm like, no, let's switch
Make
it to
it-
this because now it's meaningful. And then like the date, that's you know, our anniversary date right there in between. And then yeah, the Sacred Heart, that's religious. You know, it's like I've been going to church a lot. And then these flames, badass.
You're never beating the white man narratives.
yeah,
Do you get what
never
I'm
be
saying?
Yeah.
like Vic, like this what Vic got. Fuck you, mom. but fool, look, like let's be like let's like and this is me just being like my first time was like the chunky ass man behind my leg, right? And I remember my mom being like, "You're so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's not gonna last. You just a bunch of kids tagging, huh, mom? 10 years in, pussy." You know, like, you know what I'm saying? And then but fool, like, I love my friends. We have this tattoo. Like, I have the
Yeah, and
like,
maybe there are people that have tats that they regret. And I guess it's how
what
you make it. You know,
what
so
I regret
Yeah.
so like. I love tagging, but the spray can's not the best. So you know, you
we
just have to
can't
live
be
with
mad at it.
Yeah.
I can't be mad at love. I could be mad at how big you went.
Yeah, and then I'm just kind of upset at the hypocrisy.
How I used to like how I
Yes.
used to say
I
like
used
this
to
and
as
that.
of probably like a week before you got the tat. you
No, I
probably-
agree.
yeah.
I agree. And I went into all that knowing that, like, damn, they're going to talk shit. Like, I've definitely said, like, that's a curse. Like, why would somebody do that? But I'm just like, you know what?
I think it's a curse.
It feels right. And that's okay.
Yeah, I
You know
think
what I'm
it's a
saying? Like,
curse.
I just felt like it felt right as I was doing it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And you know what? Also,
That's just how you wanted to express your love.
Yeah.
I get it. I get
Yeah.
it.
and also
And
all
it
of
looks
our
badass.
yeah, and also
Let's not forget that. I feel sexy. I just be looking in the mirror like,
all of our little boot things names start with a J. We figured out the other day.
oh, that's a trip.
Triple J's in
That's
this bitch.
crazy.
Brown bag J pod.
Brown black J.
We
pod.
love the jotas.
We love the Shout out
Yes,
to
we
love.
do. And the Jotas love us.
Listen, shout out to this.
You're calling your girl jota. I don't want to call my.
No, like lesbians love us.
Lesbians do love us.
They do.
They do. They do. They
Shout
do.
out to you know who you are, girls.
Yes,
They love it. They come to all our meet and
I was
greets.
actually just at a comedy show in Oxnard, and a couple people that mentioned brown bag, they dress like me, but don't have the same parts as me. That's valid.
They love us, and I love
What's my
them.
scheme said you were the standard stud build.
He said that.
Yeah.
What's
So
my
we-
screen
we were
dresses like
talking
he's in a
about-
2000 movie.
We were talking about.
I'm not
like,
talking to
we were
nobody that
black
dresses like
studs, and
that.
We were like, yeah.
Where's
Do
my
they-
scheme?
do they have brown studs?
He
They
takes
said
his
they look like
dumbass shoe to the cleaners.
His what?
Dumbass suit he be wearing.
I
That,
don't think he wears it anymore, right?
Yeah.
That's Westmont's scheme.
Yeah, he wore it again.
that thick
Oh,
bottom.
He brought
I
it
didn't
back.
buy it. Bro.
That soulless
He brought it
bottom.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, like, aren't you wearing the pants?
I think
know.
he. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
That was my skin pants.
he let me borrow.
Man, we know what everything going on in the world is crazy right now.
Yeah.
I know we fuck around and clown. This is like your guys' little getaway to like the real life where you sit down. But Brown Bag Podcast wants to send love to everybody, especially the city of LA, but everybody all over the country going through something with ICE and stuff like that. Shout out Letty and Brown Bag Mornings. They posted Letty, what you post? Kind of like where people could like reach out.
Yes, the
and, like,
resources.
yes, resources, know your rights and stuff like that. I have them right here. I'm gonna read them. I'm not the best reader, but I will try to read as best I can for you guys.
I think it's important that we make sure that
Yes.
in whatever capacity we can send that message out, especially on Friday. I think it was so new.
Yeah.
And it felt like, all right, make sure everybody's aware.
It was kind of confusing. Like the first day, I didn't know the gravity of it, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Like, and even like early Saturday, I was like, wait, like,
It's up.
what the fuck is it?
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
this shit is here to stay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
At least
Like,
30 days.
Yeah, they said 30 days. So, like I said, I know usually when you guys come on here, it's like a little getaway. Like, obviously, we're just kind of on vague. We're talking about, todo eso. The Brown Bag Morning crew, Letty and Power and Vic and everybody, they posted a couple awareness.
Yeah.
So immediate support in reporting ICE activity. If you witness ICE activity or need urgent assistance, CHIRLA, which stands for Coalition for Human Immigrant Rights, provides assistance and information. Call.
They're great, I hear.
Yes. Call 213-353-1333. Again, 213-353-1333. And that's just if you see something
Yes.
or if you need help.
Reporting.
Pase la voz for confidential alerts and reports. Text or call 415-715-9990.
And you know why that's important? Because I think a lot of times now they're saying that they're surveilling everyone's social media, and who's to say? And maybe it might not be something right now, but should you be given the heads up that, hey, ICE is here, that the federal government might not turn around and be like, that's a crime for, I guess, like aiding and abetting of some way, some sort.
Yeah.
You just got to be aware of that. So that's why people like, be very careful.
Yeah, be
and
careful.
If there's an anonymous tip line that lets you get that word out a little bit safer for you, maybe that might be the best route
And
to
then
go.
for Los Angeles Rapid Response Network, call 888-624-4752 to report ICE activity or seek immediate support. And then know your rights. 1, you have the right to remain silent. 2, unless presented with a judicial warrant, you are not required to open the door to ICE agents. You have the right to speak with a lawyer without legal advice. Do not sign any documents. Do not provide false documents or information.
Please don't do that. A lot of people are also getting caught up. Like, let's say you get in one of the sweeps, they hem you up and they ask you for identification. If you know it's fake, do not show it, because boom, now you give them
Extra crime.
the leeway to be like, you committed
Oh,
this
okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
false documentation and all of that. I will, before you move on, bro.
Yes.
When a lot of this is happening at people's work.
For
Because I
sure.
think even those is like, okay, if they come to my crib or whatever. But something important to know, and maybe that business owners can take into account, even if, let's say, you were to let ICE agents into the place of work, maybe you didn't know, maybe you, like, they were dressed as regular or whatever, and you kind of unfortunately had let them in. If you have an employees only section at your job, they cannot go in there. So even like, let's say it's a warehouse and unfortunately they're in the warehouse, they cannot go into the employees only area. Sometimes these warehouses don't have that, but that could be very helpful for undocumented workers that you may have, to at least give them some time to prepare, call a lawyer, let them know what's going on, that there's somebody in the building, that they have an employees only zone, that somebody cannot come in without a warrant.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So kind of like where like hypothetically speaking, you work at a restaurant, they can't go behind the counter.
Yes.
Okay,
It's a
okay,
public
yes.
space, they can go
As
in,
long
but
as it
they
has
can't
a
go to the
employee
employees
only.
only, so
Okay.
they would need a warrant for that.
Hell yeah, okay.
That
thank you.
makes it like they're the vampires in Sinners. And they
Yeah.
can't
Yes, like you
enter.
can. Okay, hell
They
yeah.
can't enter, you
Appreciate that.
bloodsuckers.
And then create a family preparedness plan. Comply a list of trusted individuals who can care for your children or manage your affairs. If you're unable to do so, gather and securely store essential documents, including passport, birth certificates, medical records, school records, and legal documents. Designate a trusted adult to care for your children in your absence, ensure they have authorization to make decisions, access to necessary documents, emergency contact information. And something I can speak on.
Yeah.
What's it called? I have obviously my nephew. I have my niece. My sister Adriana, she's undocumented. Her man, but he's born here, so they have their dad. But my sister Erica, her and her man are undocumented, and we have full. Me and my mom are a part of like it is emergency list in case anything happens. Obviously, my mom's also undocumented, so it's. But me and Cookie have. Well, my mom carries a lot of Aiden's documents, and my sister has. I'm part of his emergency contact list.
Yeah,
obviously, kind of like with my open schedule. If anything happens, like right off the bat, I could always go help and stuff like that. So just make sure you do have all those documents, and I know the little things. Go to the groceries for them. Obviously, we're seeing like people are being taken at the grocery stores and stuff like that. Pick them up from work. I know it could be out the way, or even call an Uber. Like call them an Uber. I know with everything going on, it could be really tricky. People don't want to be on the bus or on foot, and like
don't call them a Waymo.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
So make sure you pick them up. Make sure you guys do things like that. I know there's a lot of other resources that I think people are helping out with like groceries and stuff like that. So. I don't know if we have any on hand. I don't have any right here, but yes, these are some dope information that Letty and the Brown Bag Morning
what
put out.
What you guys have done too. You know what's unfortunate? And I was talking about this on the radio today. Is I had to have that combo. My dad, he is a legal resident. He came to this country, and he also like during amnesty era, he was able to get all of that stuff handled. He even tells me about how like he had at one point he worked at a restaurant, and the owner loved him so much he was like, hey, before it was like someone has to write a letter that you're doing good out here. He's like, I'll do that for me. I was like, because at that time it was that right. It wasn't as harshly enforced.
The process was a lot different.
Yeah, and then so and further after that, my mom came into the picture and made sure that their paperwork was right and amnesty and all of that. So he's been good. He's fine. But to me, I feel even that I don't feel safe. So yesterday I had the conversation with him, and I'm like, Dad, all right, let's pretend I go up to you, Dad, because he's still like, again, he's a locksmith. He works out of a certain part of the city, like.
Yeah, he's outside.
And he doesn't stay inside, and that's the thing. We could tell him to stay inside. My dad, especially, like he does not stay inside.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, Dad, it's important. And he's like, No, I'm fine, mija. I have my real ID. I am a legal resident. I was like, I saw a story where someone showed their real ID and the ICE just said it's fake, like said no, and then still hemmed them up, right? So I'm like, okay, let's say I'm ICE and I say this, and then you give me this. I'm like, what if I say it's fake? Okay, I show you this. And like, I was trying to go about it, and it was so sad to me that I have to go through these low key, like this type of role play. Yeah, with my 74-year-old father. And then when I'm looking at those videos, I can't see the Home Depot videos, because even seeing like the ICE agents start running towards someone that looks like my dad or my tío, it fucks me up.
Yeah,
for sure.
Knowing that it's 30 days of this, it's not gonna, at least 30 days of this is what we're told to prepare for.
Yeah.
That it's not gonna stop. And then once they're done in LA, low-key think of where else they might go after this. Because we still got, this is 30 days, there's still 4 years.
Yeah. And they might do a second round.
And this is 30 days right now. What about in the fall?
Maybe they might do it, once a year or every 6 months. And it's so sad, like you said, Letty, to have these combos, and even DoKnow with your fam, like contingency plans. Like, okay, well, if this happens, like,
I got Aiden, and
I gotta do this and I gotta do that. It's like real life conversations that it has a possibility of happening. And to your point, Letty, like, my grandparents are also like legal residents, and they should be good, right? But there's still that anxiety that builds, right? Mm-hmm. And I had to call them right after I got home from the protest on Sunday, like, are you guys okay? Like, everything good? I saw the ice raids going on in Lenox and stuff. And they were like, oh, we're in Fresno all weekend. They're not on like Facebook and Instagram like that. Right. So they're just catching up to stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, like it looks really bad. And, they're like, yeah, we kind of don't want to go anywhere. We just want to stay inside now. But to that point, my grandpa is the same way like your dad. Outside for all day
reason.
At the Home Depot buying, supplies to work on the house or, whatever it is, or that's his job. He's a handyman still to this day. So he might go. He treats Home Depot like I treated Toys R Us. Like he loves that shit. You know what I'm saying? So to know that, all those stores are, potentially like, hot spots to where people can be hemmed up. And, my grandpa, super brown, super brown, looks super Mexican. And it's like, you know, just that whole thing, his English isn't the best. So, you know, just that whole, you know, anxiety of just like, dude, like, my grandpa should be straight, but who knows?
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
yesterday, there was ICE raids going down in HP, and my son goes to school, like, pretty much
there.
right there. And my helicopter dad ass just drove down there.
Yeah.
I'm on the way home. I'm like, let me see what the fuck is going on over here. You know, I drove by his school like a creep. Like, I'm just like, make sure there's no unmarked cars, and if there is, I'm gonna just take his ass out of school. Obviously, he's a resident. I mean, not a resident, a citizen. But I just have like so much anxiety right
Yeah.
now about, you know, everything.
And because it's not being the protocol isn't being followed
Yes.
necessarily on the federal level or kind of with ICE.
Yeah.
That we have to think of the worst case scenarios because we don't know that y'all are playing with the right rules of the game.
Yeah, for
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
rule, you're not doing that. So I'm
There's
tripping
definitely,
out.
Yeah.
and shout out one of the first rates that happened. I'm gonna put out my
It's in
homies.
downtown LA or Paramount.
And I think the one in downtown LA where they rounded up, was it called the homie stepdad was part of that. Him and 14 other guys, which they posted their GoFundMe. I'll send it to you, Six.
Yeah.
They took him. He was part of one of the raids, and
So sad.
I wanted to just because we're talking about. Oh
Yeah.
damn! Tell me why I can't find it real quick. But I'll find it. But
We
yeah, it's
can
like
put it,
we'll put it up.
yeah.
But yeah, man, it's crazy what's going on. You know, you guys just let them like, bro. Yeah, they're not playing by the rules, fool. Like,
yeah, and I think that's what makes it more scary.
It is.
Like, oh, okay, we don't know this game. We don't know how to play con quien when you take out certain things.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, like-
we're
Yes.
playing a card game. Like, which rules are we going
They're
by?
playing by their rules, and to the point of like that raises our anxiety. You know, I was telling Jordan, I was like, dude, I think I'm just picking him up early from school. She's like, dude, you need to relax. Like, they can't do anything to him. He's a citizen and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know, dog. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know if they're playing by the rules. I don't know if we're at war right now. Like, what if we don't know that a fucking war has been declared on us?
Yes, and low-key, it seems like it has.
You know what I'm saying?
Again, make sure you take care of your families, check up on them, even check up on the mental health. You know, pass by, go watch a
Yeah.
movie with your
Yeah.
abuelita. You know, because they need comfort food and bro, like seeing them, like I heard the HP one where they were fucking outside waiting for people to leave their graduation.
Yes, bro.
Like these are as
Real life.
as people don't know, bro. Like one of them, immigrants, like a migrant families. Their biggest, one of their most important days is seeing their kids walk the stage and graduate. You
Yeah.
know, like I came to this country for you to get a
That
free education
yep.
and shit like that. I know how happy my mom was when I graduated. You know, and
That was her dream.
and vice versa. You know what I'm saying and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But you know, like so, just this shit is out of pocket. So
It was really fucked up there because if people don't know where that one is the HP High, the back of it is a Home Depot. Like they share a fence, right? So it's that whole strip right there to where it's a big ass Home Depot, super busy, 24/7. I'm always over there. Well, across the street, charging my
and
car.
that's just down the street from City Hall of
Yes.
right there, right?
And then it's like then the big field, it's the back of like that parking lot, right? So it's like that whole area. When I drove there, that shit was empty. Like the
Yeah.
school was fucking cleared out. You know what I'm saying? The Home Depot is still active and stuff like that. But like if they were supposed to hold the graduation, I heard it got canceled because they were just like, dude, fuck this,
Yeah.
you know? And so, you know, that shit was empty as fuck. Like, you know, and I'm sure whoever wanted to celebrate that day was like, bro, what the fuck
Yeah.
are we celebrating? And I drove through there later, and HP seemed like a ghost town.
Of course.
There was
You know-
parking
Of course.
everywhere. There was like that shit was
Yeah,
made me
yeah,
sad
yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah, I drove through a couple places that I drive through like on a daily basis. With obviously they have street vendors, you know what I'm saying. One of the ladies I buy some food she be making right there. She wasn't there,
Yeah.
and just even seeing like the 10 cities in the city, you know how it's hurting people's day-to-day life, you know. So
Yeah.
you know, we just want to let you guys know Brown Bag Pod loves you guys, and hopefully some of the information we left here could help you guys. But again, if you guys want like the names and the numbers, I know I said them. I might have said it too fast. The link will be in the description for the Brown Bag Morning post that Power did, and share that with your family, your friends, and we love you guys.
Love you.
Much love.
And you know what's crazy, real quick? I know I don't.
Yes.
I want to kind of button this up, but bigging up people that have been allies and helping with everything. You know, Mr. Checkpoint is doing a lot on his social media.
Yeah,
I
yes.
don't know the person personally, but it's been really cool to see him be like, I'm an independent news source. I'm gonna make sure this stuff gets out. Big up to Las Mil Amores for their chant.
Oh yeah.
Baby girls. I appreciate that.
That was good.
Dochi for what she said at the
Doechii.
BET
At the BET
Awards.
Awards, yeah.
Vic Mensa.
Yeah.
And there's plenty others that are like speaking out that aren't necessarily, or may not necessarily, not like with Las Mil Amores, but may not necessarily be in it with us, but are in it with us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I know sometimes people are like, what's the point of protesting? And I do want to give you an example and shout out Sasha Rene Perez. She's the lady that
SRP.
laughs like Elmo. She's
Like
really,
Elmo.
she's really
Yeah.
tight. So she oversees Pasadena. And they did protests out there, and they low-key ran ICE out of Pasadena, and then they moved to Monrovia, and then they went and they protested there, and they ran them out of that area too. So I guess when I see that people are like anti-doing the protests, it's like things like that can happen. And granted, they probably moved to somewhere else, but the people in those areas may feel a little bit safer.
Yeah,
that
for sure.
people activated and helped them, which ultimately is why the downtown LA stuff happened, is why the Paramount stuff happened. They're not just popping out of nowhere, they're literally popping out to protest wherever they see the situation kind of be escalated from the ICE agents, you know?
And it's also like a trickle down effect that you might not see directly, right? But okay, so I've been having conversations with people out of town because they think LA is on fire. They think all of it is, you know, everybody's breaking windows and all types of shit, right? So one of the homies from Texas, he was like, I was gonna go out there next week, but now I'm not. It seems a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? How many other people are canceling flights that they would have spent money in our town, which relies, you know, a lot on tourism as well. Also, when we were protesting and marching through Little Tokyo, all those businesses were pretty much shut down, not making any money, right? So it's like you make it as hard as possible for them to do shit like this, because you know, oh man, they better not do that shit again, because last time we fucking were almost wiped out because, you know, people stopped supporting people whose mind was somewhere else.
Yeah.
People stopped flying into town, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I think it's like, you know, you hit like the people, the billionaires, whoever is like, you know, in charge, you hit them where it hurts, and that's in the pocket as well. You know what I'm saying?
Like
And it kinda
boycotts matter. Sometimes people are like, what the fuck are we boycotting for? That's the language they speak.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, they're not making money. They don't got power. Power, you know what I'm saying? So
Exactly, yeah.
it is, but yeah, shout out all those people. And I also want to give a shout out to Matt Barnes. Shout out to Joe Moses.
Yeah. Oh, the
shout
game.
out to RJ, the game, and a lot of other people that
I know
have.
the homies at Big Community World too.
Yeah. Shout out Smack,
Yeah.
Ben. You know what I'm saying? I shout out to everybody supporting.
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention to none of the extra shit. You know what I'm
Other
saying?
shit. Vic did make a mention because when you went to the protest that you saw all walks of life. Like you saw black people, white people, Asian people, gay people.
Yeah.
Everybody is coming out to support the cause. So and low key again, like these are all groups, besides white people, maybe them too, that have felt attacked at some point.
For sure.
And have came out to show their support because of how attacked our community feels.
I think the white people in particular that were protesting, like obviously, you know, they seem to have like some sympathy for you know the migrants, like whatever race they are. But I think they also really fucking hate Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the people, they were like, you know, their chants were like, something 3 4 Donald Trump's a fucking whore. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, like I know that's that's their biggest
You know what too, bro, as it relates to white people that go out and definitely help and support and protest, there's a part too that if anyone knows how to organize, it's them, and they also know that they have a privilege that we don't.
Yeah.
Because a group of us equals a gang in the eyes of possibly law enforcement or another white person, but they see a group of white people, they're probably gonna get past certain things that we're not.
Oh, yeah.
So for them to be like, look, I'm gonna use my voice, that unfortunately, because we all should low-key be equal, but will get me places that it doesn't get y'all, but I'm doing it for y'all. Like I'm being an ally there. So I see it and I appreciate it. Like you can't but, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I
We
appreciate
won't
that.
make it racist. It might be racist on our end, but we won't make it racist because I for real appreciate any person, color, background that comes and supports.
Yes.
You know?
No, yeah, absolutely.
Air
Also,
hug from Donoskis.
Big air hug. Also, just young people as well. Like I spoke to this young lady that she had to be like high school age, and you know, it's like this passion. Like I interviewed her. She didn't like have all the right words to say, but you could just feel the passion of like, oh, I hate this. Why are they doing this? Why are they tearing families apart? And you know, I can always appreciate that because it's like that type of spirit. You know, you know, it's infectious. That's the type of shit, you know, that I'm talking about. So it's good. Just shout out to everybody that, you know, has been protesting, you know, online or, you know, in person or just, you know,
Brown
doing
Bag
anything.
loves you.
Yeah. 100%.
Both of you look great. You make me want to step up. I need to step up
He's been in
because
the gym.
I'm going to be working with
Fool.
Flaquito
He's
and
been
Mas
working out in
Flaco.
there.
I remember you're the one that motivated me last time. Remember you went keto. You went keto.
Yeah,
out.
you went crazy.
I need to go again.
You went, and you did
know
it
what?
like in a month,
I know.
like super feed.
I feel like it's healthier too, like brain wise. Like what I've been realizing, like yesterday, I was like up to here with just like life shit, and I was like, I'm going to the gym, and just that 35 minutes of just like
Jorge says the gym helps him with anxiety.
just
For
that
sure.
35 minutes was just like super helpful. Came back, showered, reset. It was like I was cool.
Whenever
You know what I'm saying?
whenever you're gonna do, today was the first time I went back to swimming. Like I've been going to the gym, but I went swimming today in the morning, and that shit right there, you guys, cause I my fucking hip be hurting, like my side, like I ain't gonna lie. So when I'm in the water, like especially because it's not deep, it's like up to like maybe 5 feet, 5 something. I do like the stretches there. Food, that shit be helping my leg out so much. But I did a swim workout today, so if you guys ever want to come do a swim workout with me,
I'm down.
Okay.
that'd be dope.
I would appreciate that.
You know, go swimming a little bit.
We love you, Brown Bag.
We love you guys. I know it was a little
Much
short
love.
pod, you guys.
Much love.
But we love you guys. We just wanted to come on here and let you guys know how we feel. We love you guys. Make fun of Vic's tattoo.
The two hottest topics in Los Angeles. Ice raids and Vic's tattoos.
And Vic's tattoos. Damn, you, this is like, I get no bitches.
That's right, homie.
He doesn't want any.
I don't want any.
Because he has a sacred heart.
Do you think,
Whose heart is it?
is it Jesus or Jordan's?
Whose?
Or the Virgin Mary's?
It's not hers.
Hers.
Whose sacred heart is it?
Jesus.
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 Hey, do you think your girl will let you go to Colombia?
No, I look too good.
I'm all for confident Vic. I like that he
Yeah,
likes
he's
how
like-
he feels, dog.
but also he's
you
like,
want this, bro.
but also, you know, he's douchey now.
He's been douchey, respectfully.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But now he has like the looks to match.
But you know what, Letty? Summer hasn't kicked in just yet.
Oh, okay. His birthday's coming up.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
know.
Summer hasn't kicked in just yet.
You know what? You know, I had a real quick. I had like a thought. I was like, damn, I really, for the first time ever, I don't want to do anything for my birthday.
Shut the
Wow,
fuck up.
because you have everything that you
Nah,
got.
get my mano ese güey, okay?
wow.
No, it's
Pinche
my-
mamila, pinche
No, it's because my
mamila.
life's falling apart.
Oh, fuck. Both at the same time. Hey, it can only, like, that's where you start fresh. Question, do you expect her to get a tat now that you've got a tat?
No,
Bullshit.
no.
You thought about it.
Do you expect her to finally post your face next to her face and, like, a couple photo on her Instagram?
Yes, do you expect that?
No.
Do you
No.
expect to make the hard post?
You can't have expectations. That's the.
What would you tell a guy you saw get a tat of his girlfriend that never hard posts him? What would you guys tell them?
Man up, pussy.
No, don't hate. Don't hate. They're
But,
doing great. And she's
yeah.
a great girl. Like, she
Yeah.
is a great girl. She loves you.
Yeah.
Does she?
She
She
works hard
Yes.
and she's gorgeous.
I know what you mean. If you think she's gonna make a post like, have you seen those posts going around where like, I hate how nice my mom is because she was there for everybody. Her brothers were never there for her. You ever seen those posts on TikTok? They're mad sad. Hopefully she makes one.
She
I
wouldn't.
think
She won't.
when you and Jordan get married,
I'm gonna have a sleeveless tux.
Jesus
Tap.
Christ, that's
Do you expect when you and her to get married for her to hard post you on her story?
at least for the wedding.
Hell
Her
no, I'm not
page?
gonna post it.
Yes,
just
bro,
repost-
you got a tag.
No,
You're posting it.
I didn't post it. I'm not reposting our wedding photos. Hell no.
Cracking outside.
I'm gonna do like I'm gonna just say that was a music video.
When you propose to her, are you posting or is she posting? You're posting.
Collab post.
Collab
No.
post. You got a collab post.
That she
No.
never accepts.
Yeah.
I don't like
Fuck
how I
that.
look.
Pending.
It's just your nails.
Hell no. No, I haven't thought about that one.
Okay.
but
it's
Have you
fine.
thought about proposing though?
Yeah. I already have it like planned out.
Oh.
Not like actually. Like,
I'm about to
Like,
say.
Not
yeah,
like-
but you know what
like
you would
I
do.
know what I
You know
wanna
what
do.
you would
Yeah.
Are you gonna have people there when you ask her?
Yeah, it's gonna be sick, dude. It's gonna
You
be
gonna put the
fucking
ring on top of the tattoo?
Yeah.
Everything just revolves around my arm.
You're gonna do it like this, like if she's the queen, just.
I get a Captain America shield. And I'm just like, yeah, because you're white. I'm like,
I respect that, fool. I'm happy for you, and shout out your tattoo artist for being a dickhead.
yeah, shout out Herschel. Wait, hold on. He tattooed you before, stupid.
Tattoo
Has he?
artists should have
Rock
a
roll G.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, but he did some cool shit like the Dodgers shit.
Yeah, tattoo artists
Nah,
should
shout
have
out-
a
shout out-
responsibility
shout out Rocco
to
G.
their clients to be like, "Are you sure
Yeah.
you want to do this?"
You want to go this big?
Hey,
fool?
did he ask you?
Yeah. He's like, how big do you want it? I'm like, big as fuck. That's the pause.
It's
No
the way
Diddy.
that Vic look, and you know what it is too. To everybody, don't judge, don't be a hater. Like, no, this is his longest relationship.
It
It's a
is.
very long so it means something to you. It might just be 1 year to us, but to this fool, it's amazing because it's
Yeah.
really hard to get there. And so then you
Yeah.
know when you know, you know.
Exactly.
I'm
That's-
being
you
so
You gotta
fake.
think about it. I have two.
Being so fucking fake. Though.
I have two. Every 2 months was a relationship, so it's like I've had like
Yeah,
six.
yeah. I mean,
in this whole
no,
time,
because
essentially,
no,
right?
because it's valid. Because like you know, and no disrespect to your girl, but I'm a name all the relations I
No,
remember.
you're not. You're not.
It's just like I try to con him, and bro, it's like
Do you think that now you owe your girl a name tag because he
Who?
has his girl name
fuck
tag?
no.
But you're all simping for the other episode. You guys were like, "Oh my god, we're such better people."
Yeah, but none of us did that stupid shit before then. Like, that's
but
crazy.
why calling it stupid shit?
Because
I
he
thought
wants
it-
to be honest. We'll be honest now. It's stupid shit. You gotta
Finally,
fucking real
finally,
friends.
be honest.
For
yeah.
like if she was like, oh, shut up, Vic, you know you should get that elbow to her cara. Here, do you want
No,
your
you're
name
not, because
right
you're a
here?
simp for her
You
too.
want your name
Fucking
for here?
face.
I'm gonna tattoo your fucking.
I actually saved this whole space on my leg for something special, babe.
I'm
I think this is
I'm
for
actually getting
you.
some dope shit. I already have my whole
I
plan
know.
out. Yeah, and she's not part of the plan.
If she's part of
My
the
leg.
plan.
For my leg.
Oh my god.
I know, like. Yeah. When you die, should we bury you like this?
I just remember once upon a time we planned to get brown bag pod tats and we didn't because you hadn't gotten tatted before.
Yeah.
I'm down for the tats now. I'm gonna look like a fucking binder. I'm gonna have a bunch of logos on me.
A sick at detention desk, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's, shout out again. Shout out to.
Shout out you.
Shout out.
Shout out you. Shout out you.
I feel like, and you know what? Shout out tattoo artist. You know, shout out him. He's
Yeah,
tatted me
shout out
too.
Rock Roll G.
I feel like there should be a contract with tattoo artists and delusional men that when things don't go their way,
Like a
maybe.
90 day, before you get a gun, they say like you have to wait 10 days or something
Yeah.
to think about it.
Yeah.
So maybe you still got like a fake stencil.
Yes. Or like a henna.
Everybody was like, "Is that fake? Is that a henna?" It's like, no, it's permanent, baby.
Let me see it.
You were expecting this, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you were expecting like, bro, that shit is tight.
No, like I said, I didn't go into this shit blind. Like I went in there knowing like I'm gonna get clowned. Like I was texting Greg as I was getting it. I was like, bro, fucking simp of the century. Like
If you were to
I'm
be-
gonna
if you
win.
were to
You
be-
know, like
If you were to be around, hey, no,
no, because it's like
but you
it's
know-
that Eminem
You don't
shit.
submit
Like
yourself for simp, bro.
no, but I'm
no,
saying
no,
I
no.
know what people are gonna say.
But also, I'm like, because to us, like, that's not really how you spell Jordan, But like, to the paisas, it is. Jordan.
No, it's
Jordan.
You know what, Vic? I'm excited for you.
Pray for
And-
pray
and-
that it lasts.
And shout out any of my taggers in case this doesn't work. Can we figure out a way to make the Y into an A? So
It's gonna work.
I know what you'll do. You'll do this. Look, let me see. You'll close it and like the cursive A, like like the little one.
Hey, but he don't love Jordan like that. Like Jordan, the player.
He better.
That's the goat. That's the goat right there.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Like a fucking cholo. I want to take this out
Maybe you
of it.
could. I don't know. Maybe you can make it say Torrance or something. Turn the
Lennox.
J to a T, 0 O. Should it happen? Should it happen?
I think your
Boom.
tattoo with your fit isn't making sense to me right now. I think that's what it is.
It's okay. It's gonna be covered in hair in a week.
That's true.
You look like Hispanic Beetlejuice.
We love you guys. Round back five.
Round back five.
We love you. We're the fakest friends ever.
We're the fucking fakest friends ever.